Today we're going to try Pep's Drafthouse pizza, specifically the Taproom double pizza, which looks like it has just a bunch of stuff on it. We got shredded mozzarella cheese, sauce, Italian sausage, sliced mozzarella cheese, sliced pepperoni, spicy Italian sausage, diced pepperoni, and provolone cheese. It's all written right there. It's just a ton of stuff. I think it's like double because it's got like 2 layers of stuff on here. It's kind of hard to tell even for me like exactly how it's supposed to work, but I know it's got a ton of stuff on it, and that's what you want. Here, let's take a look at the nutrition facts real fast. Let's see. Yeah, we got 6 servings per pizza, 420 calories. So if I'm eating 2 pieces of this, that's more than 420 calories because I'm going to cut it into 8. No big deal. Keep pizza frozen, preheat oven to 400, remove pizza and packaging, place pizza directly on the center of oven rack for 17 to 22 minutes, and then let sit. So 17 to 22 minutes is pretty hefty for a frozen pizza, but I can see why they'd need it because this is a heavy pizza. 2 pounds, 1.1 ounces, proudly using Wisconsin cheese, which brings me to my next point before I pop this in the oven. Apparently, somebody told me this, Pep's Drafthaus has been around for a while. I don't know how long exactly, but apparently the person who made this also made Tombstone pizza, and then they sold Tombstone to Kraft in the 80s, and then they took a hiatus, and then sometime in the 2000s, they came up with Pep's Drafthouse pizza, and apparently they've been selling this pizza in Wisconsin and like the Midwest area for quite a while. It's definitely been around for at least a decade in that area, so you might have already had this pizza. You might be like, you know, that's not new. Why are you doing Pep's Drafthouse? Pep's Drafthouse. I don't want to speak too fast. But these are new for me and probably for most people in the country because now they're nationwide at Wal-Mart, which just happened in the last week or two. I don't know when exactly, but they just started selling these nationwide at Walmart, so you can get them at your local Walmart anywhere in the country. And instead of just being a Midwest tradition, it's now a tradition for everybody. So we'll see how good it tastes. If it's good, then I hope it sticks around. If it's not, then, you know, whatever. But I have a good feeling about this. So let me pop it in the oven, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. All right, here's the pizza fresh out of the oven. Looks pretty good. Got it browned on the edges. Got it, you know, not too bad in the middle. This is how I like my pizzas. I like them a little extra well done. So I actually put this in for about 25 minutes, not the 22. That was the high-end recommendation. So a little more done than it would be based on their recommendation, but it looks good to me. All right, I've got 2 pieces here ready to eat. Try to maintain moderation, but if it's good, I'll probably just go back and eat more. Smells good, looks cheesy. Let's just get into it. I'm excited about this one. There's a nice side profile. It's got a lot of sausage on it. Well, this is a bit of an odd one. Unfortunately, like most frozen pizzas, there is one thing that is really a problem for me that will prevent it from being what I would consider a great pizza. In this case, it's the sauce, but I'll get to that in a second. First, I'll go over the rest of it. The toppings are great. The cheese is really good. It's thick, it's gooey, it's cheesy. The sausage is some of the best sausage I think I've ever had in a frozen pizza. Pepperoni wise, yeah, it's almost take it or leave it. You can barely taste the pepperoni. I wish it was a little bit sharper, a little bit more spicy of a pepperoni, but it's okay. It does get a little lost, but it's not really a negative. The crust, surprisingly, which is one of my big problems with most frozen pizzas, even though it's not super thin, it's thin enough and it doesn't have that doughy texture. It's crispy and it's frankly delicious. It's great crust. I have no problem with it. No problem with the toppings. I love pretty much everything about it except the sauce. It's weird because this is like a premium pizza. It costs $9.98 at Walmart, so you're talking above even like Freschetta DiGiorno. You're into the higher tier of pizzas, and it feels like that. But with the exception of the sauce, it's almost like they took like sauce from like a Tony's Pizza and put it on this, you know, really nicely topped and you know, heavily topped, you know, premium frozen pizza. I don't quite understand why it's like that. It just has a cheap taste. It tastes like a sauce that you know, had some like artificial stuff thrown in, artificial sweetener specifically thrown in to kind of just like, you know, make it a pizza sauce, but not really a pizza sauce that you'd want. When I'm looking for a pizza sauce, I want it to be savory. I want it to be a little bit spicy. I want it to have kind of an herby flavor and also strong tomato. This has none of that. It's like an artificial tomato sauce that's a little bit sweet and creamy, I guess, but it has like no herb flavor, has not really much real tomato flavor. It's got nothing that I'm looking for in a sauce, which is sad because I think that this one really had potential, and maybe it still does. I mean, some people might be okay with it, but personally, when I'm paying $10 for a pizza, it's just not acceptable to me that the sauce, which is a vital part of the pizza, is just not that good. So I'm gonna go with, this is hard for me because I like the rest of it, but the sauce is a deal breaker as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna go give it a 3, because I still think it's acceptable. Now I'm stumbling over my own words. It's acceptable, I suppose, as a pizza. Some people might not have a problem with the sauce, but if you're somebody who's very particular about their sauce like me, you might have an issue with it, and I just will not be willing to pay $10 for it again, even though I do think it would be worth it if the sauce was even just adequate. If it was even just okay, I would be giving this probably a 5, but it's actively turning me off from ever wanting to eat this brand of pizza again, unless they change their sauce, kind of like the Giornos. So that was Pep's Drafthaus pizza, and I will see you all next time.